It's Coming Out of the Shadows Week at Lehman's College, where young, brave immigrant students will reveal their illegal status, unafraid and hopeful that their future will be brighter. Economists say the recession ended 2 years ago, but people from Wall Street to Main Street are still worried about the fragile state of the economy. Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are known for their historic rivalry, but recent trends show that romantically they're doing pretty well. In fact, that's where the term Dominican comes from. One couple shares their story. Oscar and Jolis Castro are high school sweethearts. Both grew up in the Bronx and are second-generation Latinos. Oscar is Dominican and Jolis is Puerto Rican, two different islands that are alike in many ways.
Not really much of a difference besides the location of the island, and I mean, as far as food and the way we treat each other, we're a very tight-knit family.
Rice and beans and café con leche are staples in both islands, but even the most similar cultures have their differences.
If I say something wrong in Spanish, his mom would say, oh, it's because you're Puerto Rican.
Yeah, the language is more or less the same, but there are a few words here and there that might mean something to Puerto Ricans, might mean something different to Dominicans.
Javier Toti, professor of Latin American and Puerto Rican studies at Lehman College, says that both groups have found a way to unite among the diversity of Latinos.
Cultures from the Caribbean region do find, not that the other unions are impossible or it doesn't take place, but there's more commonality and they tend to migrate together. The fact that they're marrying each other in significant numbers, I think it shows that they see themselves as very similar.
Erica Robinson, Manhattan.
What began as a small demonstration against corporate greed on Wall Street is now a nationwide movement.
Occupy! Shut it down! The young and the old and everyone in between are occupying Wall Street to voice their economic concerns.
I know people who work 2 or 3 jobs and can't sustain, they have to choose between feeding their family or paying their mortgage.
Protesters say they're the 99% of the nation taken advantage of by the country's wealthiest 1%.
We are trying to get justice in our economy and to make the very, very rich pay taxes.
The sub-movement, Occupy the Hood, was created to get more people of color to join the fight.
All these big corporations that are just sucking resources out of the hood. The money isn't going back into the community and the community members, and people aren't being able to have true ownership of their community.
This is Erica Robinson for 219 West. Emily Rubin knows how to get the party started. The 33-year-old DJ says her passion for music started during childhood. She grew up in Brooklyn during the hip-hop era. Rubin now goes by DJ Juicy.
Before I ever thought I was going to become a professional DJ, it was originally it started as Juicy Jew, and then it sort of stuck, and then it evolved over time to become Juice E, which is kind of a throwback to old school hip-hop.
Rubin is not just a DJ. She is also a cervical cancer survivor. Every year, approximately 13,000 women will get cervical cancer throughout her illness. In fact, he says she DJs better than ever.
Yeah, I definitely think she put her heart into her spinning, and I could tell by, how good she's gotten. And I think a lot of ways when you overcome something like that, it actually makes you better at what you're doing, especially if you stick with it.
For Health Beat Brooklyn, this is Erica Robinson.